This question is for Calvin Ford and for Leonard Allerby. I don't know if you guys have taken a look at the scorecards, but in the second round, the round that Tank knocked Garcia down, one of the judges scored it 10-10, and the other two judges had it 10-9. How do you guys feel about that?
He was, I would say he was dominating in that round, but he was coming on real strong until he got caught with that shot. So the way how they looked at it is the way like it would be between the judges, they might have evened it or gave that round to him. When Kenny, he said to me, well, we won that round. And I feel as though Tank did win that round because when you get dropped like that and you get an 8 count, the round go to the one that got dropped. I mean, the one that hit the canvas, you know, so it is what it is. Yeah, it was. But again, he should have won that round, clearly.
Okay. Gervonta.
That was Gervonta Davis talking about the judge, Dave Morty. Excuse me, the corrupted judge, Dave Morty, for scoring the second round even, 10-10, despite the fact that Gervonta knocked down Ryan. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is not up for debate who won the round, because when a fighter scores a knockdown, he automatically wins the round 10-8, which that was exactly the case for Gervonta. There is no possible way this corrupted judge Dave missed Gervonta knocking down Ryan, because Tank hit Ryan so hard, he had Ryan flying across the ring. So according to the boxing rules, Tank automatically won that round 10-8. The only exception is if Ryan got up and clearly won the round, where he put a whooping on Gervonta, which clearly Ryan Garcia didn't do that. But if he did, then instead of Tank winning the round 10-8, the judges will give the round to Ryan and the knockdown to Gervonta, which that will adjust the scoring in the second round to be 9-8 in favor of Gervonta Davis. This is boxing 101. This ain't rocket science. So how is it possible this corrupted judge Dave not judge the second round in that manner? I mean, worst case scenario, if you give the round to Ryan, which we can honestly say Ryan won the round outside of the knockdown. Therefore, if you give the round to Ryan and the knockdown to Gervonta, then the unanimous scoring in the second round is 9-8 in favor of Gervonta. That's at the worst case scenario. Now, if you felt like Ryan didn't do enough, then that's a 10-8 in favor of Gervonta. Therefore, the $1 million question, how did the corrupted judge Dave Morty ended up scoring the second round 10-10? The only round that should have been scored 10-10 was the first round between Gervonta and Ryan. Outside of that, if you score the second round any differently, then the obvious answer is they tried to cheat Gervonta. Specifically, this corrupted judge, Dave Morty. He was clearly trying to rob Gervonta. However, Tank just happened to be too dominant and ended up knocking out Ryan Garcia. Nevertheless, this corrupted judge, Dave Morty, needs to be investigated, questioned, and interviewed in order to explain his corrupted scoring. And that's exactly what we need in the sport of boxing. They need to make it mandatory that the judges get interviewed immediately after the fight in case of controversy. Additionally, all of the fighters on the coincidental list, they need to be on the lookout for this corrupted judge Dave and completely ban him and blacklist him from judging any of their fights, because I doubt the sport of boxing will do the right thing and fire this corrupted judge named Dave Morty. We see this time and time again. They tried to rob Floyd Mayweather when he fought Canelo Alvarez. One corrupted judge had it a draw. And when Floyd Mayweather fought Oscar De La Hoya, one judge had Oscar completely dominating Floyd. The audacity, which is why Devin Haney on May 20th, he better make sure he completely dominates Floyd Mayweather. He better make sure he completely dominates Floyd. 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 He better make sure he completely Vasily Lomachenko. We already know how much Bob and old media love Lomachenko. You guys have to remember, ESPN erased Lomachenko losses, not once, but twice. Therefore, the fight can't be close because they will rob Devin Haney in a heartbeat. After all, he going up against old media biggest hope, who has the complexion for the connection to get the ultimate protection. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And I'm going to leave you guys with this.
Gervonta, Keith Heidick from BoxingScene.com. Congratulations. Earlier in the second round, before you knocked him down, it seemed like he might have caught you with a shot. Can you tell us kind of what happened in the beginning of the round when you kind of held him a little bit after that?
He caught me with a shot?
It seemed that way.
He put, with the brick hand. With his right hand or something?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's boxing. Right. You know what I mean? He probably caught me with a good shot. It was no shots that caught me today, and I felt like I was in trouble. You know what I mean? I just stayed calm. I felt like he was more anxious than me. You know what I mean? When you have somebody like that, you want to stay calm at all costs because you don't want to make a bad decision, and that's what he did. You know what I mean? He came in and he was rushing, and then he ran into a shot. So I knew off the get-go, like, I don't want to be that. You know what I mean? I want to stay calm and stay collective and stay humble as I fight, and that's what I was doing, picking my shots.
Ronnie Duncan, CBS Detroit. Gervonta, several times right here in the middle, several times in this fight, you demonstrated your IQ to a superb level. He was turning his back on you at one point in the fifth round. You did a pirouette to say basically you can't do that. When you saw how aggressive he was becoming, was that your cue to turn it on? You knew that that left hand was going to do damage?
Nah, he was just, I don't know, I just felt like I was like a step, a little, like a level above him, you know what I mean? So everything he was doing in the ring, I was already aware of, you know what I mean? Everything, like, I was already aware of, like, a couple steps before he did it. So I was mostly calm and just let him make his mistakes, and I just, you know, I counted off his mistakes.
Final question for
Gervonta.
Tank Davis.
Oh, sorry, in the back. Hi, Michelle Joey Phelps with Behind the Gloves. Drake bet $1 million on you tonight. How does it feel to have evaded the Drake curse?
So I need half of that. No, but it's pretty cool to have people like that that believe in me. It make me push harder and stuff like that. So shout out to Drake and the rest of the people that, you know, that back me, and this is only the beginning for me. You know what I mean? I have a bright future, and I'm staying humble through it all. And what can I say? We done it again tonight.